Blake Farenthold was born and raised right here in Corpus Christi, Texas. His parental father, George Edward Farenthold, was a Belgian immigrant who was a descendant of aristocratic industrialist family and worked in the oil industry in Texas.
Representative Farenthold earned his bachelor's degree in radio, television, and film from the University of Texas at Austin. His law degree was earned at St. Mary's School of Law in San Antonio, Texas.
Before he was elected into Congress, his assorted career included working as a conservative radio commentator, 7 years of law practice with the Kleberg Law Firm, and founding Farenthold Consulting, LLC, a computer consulting and web design firm. He continues to pursue his passion for broadcasting, appearing frequently on radio and television.
He has been married to his wife, Debbie, for 26 years. They have 2 daughters, Morgan and Amanda. Blake Farenthold is currently serving his second term in Congress, representing the 27th District of Texas, which includes the Texas Gulf Coast from Corpus Christi and vicinity to Matagorda County and inland to Bastrop. It includes Victoria, Wharton, Bay City, Luling, Edna, Yoakum, Gonzales, Refugio, Hallettsville, and Shiner.
Representative Farenthold is working towards a smaller, more accountable, and transparent government through his service as a subcommittee chairman on the House Oversight Committee. He also serves on the Transportation and Infrastructure Committee and the House Judiciary Committee.
The trouble about politics is that it ultimately comes down to how many people care, how many people believe your facts, and how many people will do something about it. Politics is a tricky ethical issue, as ethics in politics is forever changing, and turned on itself, these ethics are used for egotistical ends. And an ethical dilemma is only measured by how many people believe it and agree with it. So can you believe this? Our congressmen are running a government with the sole purpose of making themselves and their friends richer. Okay, hi, what's your name?
I'm Jason Mott.
Alright, what are you going to talk about?
I'm going to talk today about Blake Farenthold's Reefs Act that he has introduced and tried to pass for Congress.
What's it about?
Okay, so if this Reefs Act were passed, the Interior Secretary would not be able to move any oil or gas industries because they pay him a lot of money. Like, they're his highest interest groups that help his campaigns.
So you're saying he gets paid by oil companies to make sure that more drilling happens off the coast?
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a partnership. I can't say for certain that that's what happens, but I know he gets granted a lot of money from these groups.
How is he getting money from oil companies?
I believe there's family ties or just past connections.
And so you're saying he's trying to introduce a whole bill into Congress just by the mere fact that they're funding him in his campaigns?
From what we've researched, that's what it sounds like. That it's kind of like almost like I got your back. If you got mine, I scratch your back, I'll scratch yours.
So like a partnership between a congressman and a business?
Yeah, basically a partnership between a Congress and a business.
That's crazy.
The Texas Ethical Committee was established to help campaign people better establish their campaign funds from interest groups and so on and so forth. However, the laws of the Texas Ethical Commission have been so jumbled up the past few years and so unorganized that people don't follow these rules anymore, that cause scandals, which create more rules and more forms to be filled out through the Texas Ethical Commission. But through the more forms, they're not followed anymore because there's so much stuff, and thus more laws are broken and people fund their campaign in any which way. Some of the laws that are not followed anymore, including through the campaign of Blake Farenthold, include the interest group has to be funding that person for a year, paying so much money per month before they're able to fund their next campaign, fill out the proper documentation, which sometimes have no record of doing through certain interest groups. And lastly, they can't just donate to a certain person just because they want them to support them. Example, you scratch my back, I scratch yours. They have to have a legitimate reason to do so in order to help society as a whole instead of just themselves as a business. And that is why some of the rules set by the Textile Ethics Commission need to be re-examined and re-established so it'll be better organized into having a better campaign so more efficient people can be elected into office and have the right amount of money to run for these offices. Thank you.
The American dream is the pursuit of money and safety. Government exists to set up a system in which the American dream is a reality for everyone. A system in which someone can make as much money as they put their mind to. Now we have a conflict of interest. Every single American congressman has his or her American dream and are in charge of creating a system to foster that dream. So these people who are working for the government create a system that is in forever favor of the government, themselves, the employees, so that they can make money. What we propose, if this is how our government is really run, then it will collapse. All economic advances will occur because it makes the government more money and therefore its employees, the congressmen. The government instead turns into a business. This business, government, will comprise of every single citizen, with every single person's worth determined by the business, government, and nothing else. This will only happen if the people who make up government are in pursuit of profit. So why not eliminate the profit? No profit, no pursuit, no favoritism of government, just proficiency and good ethical law. The maximum salary a government official could be paid would be the median of the entire country. Government officials would only be paid as well as the country was doing, not the businesses within the country. Business would be regarded as entities willing to work and distribute money. Government would no longer tolerate illegal dealings between businesses because that would destroy the fairness of the American dream, which they are ensuring for everyone but themselves. Compare this scenario to our government now. Do our representatives have large personal wealth? Yes. The average net worth of a Congress member in 2011 was $7,835,202. The average net worth of a Congress member in 2011 was $7,835,202 American dollars. That is the average yearly for the people that distribute our tax dollars. Do they get their wealth from businesses in our economy? Yes. Law firms contribute $23 million. Oil and gas put in $10 million. The pharmaceutical and health industry contribute $25 million. And Wall Street companies contribute $20 million. These are the industries paying our congressmen.